Hi guys! Alright, we are ready to work on the next tutorial from the May Silhouette Life Inspiration Box. This tutorial that we're going to be doing is for the Cute and Easy Koozie with HTV. So the items from the May box that you'll need, again, if you didn't get the box, let me know. We may have some extras you can order. If not, it shouldn't be too hard to find these items online. She'll tell us where she gets most of the product, other than kind of the blanks, and you can usually find those. So what we'll need is the black koozie from the May box, and then you'll need, again, the white and silver carbon fiber HTV. These came from Chemica US, so great place to order those if you're looking for more of this kind of vinyl. So now that we have these three items, we're going to design our file in our Silhouette Studio, and then we'll be ready to go on to the next step and put it all together. So let's switch over to our computers. Okay, so we have our tutorial here and our design studio here. We're going to scroll down to get the file. I want best dad ever, so I'm going to do SVG, download, and then pull it over. And here's what we need to do. So scroll back up, and she talks about measuring the koozie. So we want it to be 3.5 or smaller. So we're going to size our design in the transform menu, scale, lock it, 3. And that's the size I'm going to do mine. So the designs are super easy, free download. You can make it double-sided, but I am just going to do one-sided. And then she did 3.5, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. We'll do the 3.5 like she does. Remember to lock it like how I did the first time. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you flip it horizontally. So you're going to right click, flip horizontally since it is HTV. And then we're going to go to send, and you want heat transfer smooth to 8 and 20 because it is a little bit thicker. And then you want to make sure it's set to cut. So now you have it set to cut it out for you. And what we're going to do now is go ahead and send it to our machine and cut it. And then we'll be ready to put it together. Okay, we're ready to cut out our HTV for the koozie. I'm choosing silver. I like silver on the koozie better than I like the white. So we're just gonna load this into our cut mat. And not into our cut mat, into our Cameo. I'm not using a cut mat. It's just easier for me to not use one. So make sure your design is mirrored. We want our blade on a 2. And I'm just going to do a quick test cut. So I moved my design over just a little bit so there would be room for the test cut. So you just click test, and it's going to test out whether or not those settings are good enough. So we're going to click unload, and then I'm going to see if I can even see. Oh, it just did it kind of low, so that was kind of weird. Normally I'd use a weeding tool, but I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to do mine a little bit more. Oh, no, it's working okay. I just had a hard time getting the triangle out. So that test cut worked just fine. So now I'm going to load this in again. And I'm going to click load media. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this design over to the other end so it doesn't interfere with this. And then I'm just going to click send, make sure again that it's mirrored, and then we're going to go ahead and put it on the koozie. Okay, so now we're ready to weed. So I'm going to weed the outside circle. I'm just using a weeding tool. And go slow with this carbon fiber because it's a thicker vinyl. It may not have cut as simply, and so you'll want to make sure you don't rip any of your vinyl. So I'm going to weed this out, and then we'll get it ready to apply with the heat press. All right. So I've now weeded my best dad ever for the koozie, and I have the koozie out. And what I'm going to do, doesn't matter which side you put it on, but I'm going to line it up, make sure it looks good, fits good, sized right. So that looks good to me. And then you're going to want to iron it or use a heat press. So for this stuff, she has the directions in her tutorial. It's about 300 to 320 degrees for about 15 to 20 seconds. And it is a cold peel. So make sure once you press it, you wait till it has cooled completely and then peel it up. So I have a heat press heating up. I did it at 310 just to be in the middle, and I'm going to do it for about 17 seconds is what I'm going to try. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to lay this right on my heat press bed and you will want to put a carrier sheet of some sort over it. So I have like a Teflon sheet. And then you're going to press it for that length of time. Once it's done, just let it cool, and then I will come back and peel it with you and tell you any tips I had from pressing it. But that way I can show you what it looks like completed. So heat up your iron. If you're using an iron, just make sure you have really good pressure. That was always my biggest problem before I got a heat press, was just using enough pressure. So try that, and then I will show you what it looks like after it's pressed. Okay, I just pressed it at 17 seconds, 310 degrees. It's cooled down quite a bit. I did notice mine got a little crooked. That's okay. Hopefully when it's on a can, there won't be too much judgment. And now it is time to peel it off. So with this material it's on, it may be a little hard to peel off, but it should work out okay. And if your HTV, if this carrier sheet doesn't peel right off, you probably need to press it some more. I wouldn't try to peel it if your letters are peeling up. I also always like to do, and this is just a personal preference, but I like to do a quick press after I've peeled this off, just to fully seal in the design. Again, using a carrier sheet, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't bend like that. Here we go, one of these. But then you have the Koozie, so then you can put any can in it, any soda that you want in here, and it's a great Father's Day gift. So let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.